Hopefully everything's okay. Hello, one and all, and welcome back. This, The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. As I'm sure many know. We're just, waiting in the hot springs for a hot second. Getting your feet wet, so to speak. It seems like that's a little faster than going to walk all the way over, over there. I mean, over there. to the Phoenix Inn. So I did a little training. Got Reen Fee up to level 100. Got everyone at least over level 95. And now every single Master Quartz we have is at least level 4, also. Every single one. I also tried to upgrade some equipment. I switched out Fee's Master Quartz here. I'm not sure if it will help more, but I hope it does. Make sure. Trying to use the why am I not saying this right? As in not getting the word in general. I'm trying to use the Twitch app instead of using the browser now to see if it helps me at all with the chat problems I kept having. That being said, I'm just going to alt-tab out of that really quick. Okay, no one said anything. I guess I won't know yet until someone says something in chat. I'll put something up myself. Testing app. Well, it came up on there. Actually, the only problem using the app is I can't see my bitrate on that then. Still have the whole problem of not having two monitors. I really need to get another one at some point. Find some cheap one somewhere. But yeah, as you might have noticed, I have like almost 50 materials. 47, that's not horrible. Because we're so close to that, I'm just going to round it off. I've just been doing this same thing, go to Ymir, refill CP, and that little foot bath, because it seems a little faster than running all the way over to the other one that gives you 200. Then I do this. Use all of our main fighters here, all the people that deal high damage.
My turn.
I use Fee stuff first. Then I use millions. Two small girls get to use their attacks. Everything for the most part dies.
My turn.
And yeah, that's good.
Now.
But yeah, what I did to Fee was, I gave her a Master Quartz that ups critical hit damage and makes them more likely. And I also put a Quartz on, a normal one, the Wrath Quartz. It makes you do critical hits guaranteed if you counterattack, and since Fee has almost 90 evasion, 85%, he has 85% evasion, then I figured might as well do that combo there. So then she's just doing pretty decent damage with crits then. So it's kind of neat. We don't even care about using the bravery points here right now. I could try and get my CP back and stuff, but this way is just faster in general. Just doing S-Craft scum the whole time.
You still have a lot of training to do.
And yeah, Usus doesn't get in on this at all, because he has like the lowest attack out of all of them here. You might be able to make it go higher, but everybody else is actually meant for attacking, where Usus can kind of do arts or attacking.
I will. Leave it to me.
So yeah, then we do Gaius and Sarah here. They're a little weaker than the other guys, but they still do alright. Let us at least manage.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
Onward.
And then they all die. And get critical
Let's move.
strength ups.
Now's our chance.
Whatever that would do.
My turn. Now's our.
And yeah,
You were
that's how you get 15 U materials really quick. And then you just kind of repeat until you get a bunch. The only problem with this is that it doesn't give you any actual experience, but so where I am at, pretty much the highest you can get normally is like 98, I would say. I trained at the Fire Shrine to get Renan, Fee up to 100, and everyone else kind of around the same level. I feel like everyone probably would want to be like around 95, so that's where I left them, and it seems okay. Seems okay to do. Yeah, we got 62 U materials now. Just gonna save it, since I got all that. And I think we will fill back up on CP and then go do a monster killing quest, because we got one from Oliver quite a while ago, and that's like the only side quest we didn't do. Oh yeah, I haven't showed this off yet, either. I kept talking about how I missed Gambler Jack 7 and all that stuff, but now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 12, and 13 for that, and 6 for that. Those all come later, so we don't have to worry about that. Also for the fish, we got the eel over in Shotchswen Mountain Path 2. It's the Iron Mine Path in Ruhr. For those who might not know. I don't think I got anything... Oh wait, no, we did get this tomato stew thing. I grabbed this tomato stew recipe from, I believe, a lady in... let me think. I think it was someone... No, I don't remember where they were. Where was I last? Where was I? Let's contemplate where I was. Pretty sure I got the recipe I was missing in Ruhr? No, not Ruhr. Somewhere else. Might have been the Darsh Barrier. Might have gotten it there. I don't remember. Unless it says right there and I didn't pay attention. No, it doesn't. Have anything else? No. Either way, I have one of everything now. We have at least one food item of everything besides this right now for some reason. That's wrong.
It's Fee's cooking power hour.
I think I had to cure a burn a while ago, and I didn't realize what I was using. But yeah, we have at least one of every food item that we can make currently. And we just need 4 more food items now. Is anyone here? No. I just want to make sure if that chat's working or not. I need someone to pop in to make it work. Where's Dragoon and John when you need them? Why did I walk over here? Old habits. We can leave. Actually, where was... Where the heck is this monster quest? Cruising Highway, okay. And I don't think I need to do anything else right now. I'm pretty sure I don't need to worry. But I will switch up the party. Because this was pretty much the attack party. But I want these two in here, and I want Machias in here. The main party. You can tell because their levels are higher. Milliam got a little use, I guess. So did Emma. Eustace and Gaius aren't really being used at all. Sarah wasn't really being used at all either. To be honest. Oh yeah, I also did a trial chest so Lara and Fee can link up. And I did a trial chest for like Elliot, Emma, and I think Sarah and Lara or something like that. Something weird. We did a few trial chests, is the point. But with Elise on our team again, be able to send treasure chests, that's always good to have. Just to find them right away. And I think the last thing I need to do is just get some more Sept so I can power up anything that's slacking here. Like I saw I just had a defense 2 here on her. Might as well make that defense 3. Anyone else have anything like that? Vanish. I think everyone else is good. Yeah, we should be ready to go.
Where do you want to go?
Isn't the highway here? I think we actually have to go in there.
Full speed
Yeah.
ahead!
Yeah, we do. Pretty sure it's here. Airport, Mountain, Nordia Highway. I did say Nordia, right? Or is that the Cruisin'? North Cruisin' Highway. Pretty sure I went to the wrong place in general. Good for me. Cruisin's the one by,
Where do you want to go?
Berahard and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Where is that? Yeah, over here. Oh wait, that's East Keldek. Okay, yeah.
Leave it to me!
Go to Keldek in general. We figured it out. Somehow. Okay, so now what? East Keldek, West Keldek. Pretty sure I get to it from here. Making me remember all the names.
My turn.
Onward!
Leave this to
Yeah,
me.
just shoot things, should use
Take
Machias.
this.
He gets a lot more.
Eat that! Eat that!
Not even sure if
This
I should
spot
beef
looks
him
perfect for fishing.
to have iron on, because I've been just using this setup so he just gets me a bunch of Sept. And him and Fee both get more dropped items too, because of the items they have on. I guess if I put the Phantom Thief cape on Machias, it would give a more item drop rate, but
Eat that!
I don't think that's been that big of an issue.
Eat that!
Splitting that isn't a big deal.
Stay calm. Here I go.
Oh no. Incredibly weak people.
It's my turn.
Those
Alright,
little
let's
things
keep
drop
moving.
you materials. We've been getting a lot of U materials. At least we're gonna have a bunch.
Eat that!
Except I'll need to use them on something because they only stack up to 99, unfortunately. That really sucks. They should have just made it stack up to 999. Would have been nicer. That might also have been the problem. Okay, so right next to the old trial chest is where we want to go. These things still unpack me?
Eat that! Eat that!
Pretty sure there are more around my level, so I'm surprised we can kill them now. And yeah, wow, even more U materials.
Take this! Eat that!
I sold all the Sept I had, even, like, the good kind, and when I was doing my grinding session, so everything I have now for the Sept is all new. So I should be able to get that, defense 3 now.
Look sharp.
Oh yeah, I don't even need to fight.
Take
Fight
this!
you.
Take this!
Ooh, I can shoot him. Shoot him over the fence. Works fine. Now what are we fighting here? A giant, like, frog thing. Lizard. It's got 6 arms. Or legs. Whatever they are. I don't know. We'll fight it.
A worthy adversary.
Is it worthy? Oh yeah, Lara also has domination on her now. I did have Taurus on her, but it seemed like that her normal quartz, her normal master quartz, the brave one. I think that's what it's called. Brave. Might be called brave. I'm not positive. Point is, her normal one seems to power up her attack more than Tauros does, so I don't want that speed debuff. Because, oh boy, she already goes pretty slow when she has her normal one on. Even slower, not that great. Do I just go to town? Yeah, we can do this.
Okay.
I guess in my effort to collect more monster data, I will scope it.
Leave this to me.
He doesn't have Dragon Vision anymore either. I think I put that on Machias. I think. I switched out Dragon Vision for Wrath, I'm pretty sure. Don't know what it drops. An unpleasant monster from another realm. Spits out venomous liquid, then eats weakened prey alive. Lovely. I tried to buff the characters. Natural status debuffs also, the best I could for them. Without getting rid of stuff I wanted, so...
This one's just for you.
Oh yeah, I also got Machias' new
They're
ass
off
craft.
balance.
By the by. Ah, he sucks up.
My turn.
He sucks up CP.
Behold the might of the Archsage School.
You're gonna let Fee break that critical? Because why not? There you go, Fee. And just because Reen gets the kill. And it's dead. Probably should let Machias have that for the
Okay,
Sept,
it's
but
safe for
oh
now.
well. Not a big deal. You got a decent amount of Sept now, too. I can say grinding on those stuff for you materials does give you a decent amount of Sept also, so that's pretty nice. Intimidation, I'm guessing that keeps people away from you. Makes enemies on the field more likely to run from you. And it gives you phantom phobia. But that is it. Yeah, I also got freeze too on Elliot, because he has a lot of stuff that does freeze damage. There's crystal floods and all that shenanigans. Probably put more stuff on for like nightmare sleep though, I know he uses that also. Either way, they all should be okay for now. I don't even know if I want this on her. I feel like I never use, Okay, maybe I should leave it on her. I'm gonna say I could switch that for that, but then she doesn't have any fire arts. Don't know where I'd get fire arts. Put on her. Kinda wish we could just get more slots somehow. I want more slots. Just let me put everything on. Let me put all quartz on to one ornament. Make something ridiculously OP.
Do tell me.
Like Fee almost having 100% evasion.
Well, well, that's very impressive.
Still need more AP for rank A2.
Adios.
That should have been all we needed to do. I think we'll leave the skip flight thing on for now. Feel like we don't really need it right now. Do I need to check anything else? before we do more, I feel like no, besides buy food. Oh yeah, can I get this? Okay. I didn't get the results for that one. I don't have any weird stuff for you, right? I think I gave her everything I could. But I know I always use a whole bunch of the food. Trying to just stock up on it, because I keep buying the, I keep making the fish burgers, because they're really good for all the status ups they give you. And I would like to keep having a bunch of them, if possible. Where's my burgers? Oh no. I don't have white beast flesh. Or hearty powder. Yeah, I have like none of those. Why does he not sell them? You sell just random stuff, right? Do I randomly have enough data for a prize? I guess not. I wish they told you, like, something about that. Like, they don't give you a number or anything to say, this is how many you get for this prize or whatever. Where everything else, you know, like for the food collection thing, they actually show you the person in the list of what food items you already gave them, all that. But for the monsters, they don't give you any indication. Like, you can look in your book to see the monsters, but that doesn't tell me really how many I've gotten. I think it says here, maybe? Entries obtained. I guess that's it. Entries obtained. That has to be it, I would think. 207 out of 331. I wonder if it counts the people that have question marks like this. For the ones I didn't end up scanning. I guess we'll find out eventually. Anywho.
Where do you want to go?
All that out of the way. Actually, you can just go talk to George now, I'm pretty sure. Finished all this stuff. I got the recipe, got the fish. Yeah, we should be able to talk to George. George, we're done. Oh. I've been staying away from him because I thought when you talked to him it would just start it, but they have the help out button right there. Well then, give me a defense 3 really quick. And an attack 3 just because they're good to have on hand. Don't think I need anything else. Shield 3 is good to have too. Random HP 2. I want another defense 3 because you can put one on Valmar also. I don't know why I bought more of those, but I did. Let me actually see if I can make those. That's something to waste you materials on. Ah, you need... For some reason I thought you need the actual HP thing. Guess that's why you look before you purchase. Can I make those? Do I have enough for that? I used like all my water stuff. Yeah, I did kind of use it up. Make that one at least. Yeah, I should probably insert new orbs since I have level 3 ones. Power Orb 3. Feel Orb 3. Speed Orb 2. 3. I don't know if I'd want the health more. Like, that's a giant health increase. But I think the attack and defense... I would think the defense evens out how much health you have, you know? You would hope. Oh yeah. Actually put what I wanted on her. To double check. That's all good. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. I guess I can exchange this, because why not? And help out. Want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valmar's Tachi. If you get a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out. Wait, actually, before I do that, make a new save slot. Now I can actually help out. Keep putting it off more. Yes, we're good now. We're definitely good now. In case anything happens, I can still go back. Think you could bring me the tools from over the Orbital Factory? Can do. George and Reen then began remodeling the ship's hold into our workshop. While the process was more than a little exhausting, it didn't take long before they were finished. Should work for now. Guess he's gonna start making a giant Tachi. Kind of aware of prepping for the real thing. The idea. Just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with. I'll give it a stronger sword to use in time. Okay, so Valmar's already stolen sword is going to be reinforced. Despite the task being simple compared to making an entirely new weapon, working with Zmir and Aura was hard even for George. Reen and the other members of Class 7, as well as even Valmar, helped where they could, and supported him in his efforts. Oh. The following day. We advanced time. That shiny stuff to the blade supposed to be the upgraded part, or is it just shiny because of the lighting? New blade is quite impressive. Came out pretty well. Although the base weapon is still the same as a Soldat's. Like a Soldat's blade, however, I can feel mana radiating from it now. So it'll be able to significantly keener edge than before. Ghost crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with. I wonder how they did it. Like, for actual forging, you have to, like, melt down the metals and stuff. How do you do it in this, though? Like, you melt down the metals and usually into blocks, and then, you know, melt it more and hammer it into shapes and all that good stuff and cool it. How do you do that with crystal? Let's take it into a real fight. Did you get Valmar to give a couple of good swings?
Oh, you're all still here.
Why wouldn't we be? Uh-oh, Toa's not in her captain's hat. What's happening?
Toa?
Yes, Elliot,
What's
that's
wrong?
who it is.
It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge.
The Twin Dragons Bridge? Emergency report from there.
Keldik's.
Keldic?
What happened to Keldic?
It was set on fire by the
Ah.
Crimson Provincial Army.
What?
What?
Well, Eustace doesn't like that. That's messed up. Set on fire your own people. Of course, for Keldek and her, it says their legs carry them, even though they're on the ownership. And then disembark to assess the situation. Instructor Sarah and Eustace included. Oh, I guess we don't get to bring Fee with us anymore. But we're going to anyway. How great we have to have Eustace in our team. The question is, what healer do I bring? Monkius is level 99, so... Elliot or Elise? I guess Elise. Why not? Same day, Keldic. Isn't it like December 24th too here? What a holiday. It's not an actual holiday. Oh wow, it looks pretty bad. Looks like most of the people lived. Is that the reporter guy over there? You think the nun lady's going to join us now? How do they do this to such a lively town? The Grand Market seems to have taken the brunt of it, too. The fact that this is a record provincial army themselves is distressing, to say the least. Eustace must feel bad. I wonder if, Eustace's brother had any say in that. Doesn't seem as much his style. But his dad's not making himself seem that good, is he? Yeah, it seems the church here wasn't really touched. Yeah, it looks like they started it in the market, and it went this way. Seems they burnt down their... Seems like they burnt down the old provincial army station. Don't see the little girl with her cap. Had they brought him in here, serious injuries, but I can't find him anywhere. Ooh. Oh. So some people actually got hurt pretty bad. Hey, we know that girl, kind of. Yeah, she was supposed to be coming home or whatever soon. Because these two guys that were outside the Graham garden area or whatever. Ew. Blow to the head. It's not good. I'd say this was actually our first image of war for these kids, more or less. Saw glimpses, but it didn't really affect anyone directly yet. At least in our eyes. Sounds like the West has it worse than the East, but... Yeah, I'm guessing, Eustace probably feels pretty bad. Yeah, what about this girl? Can't believe that even Jake was caught up in all this. So horrible. Couldn't do anything to help. I feel so ashamed of myself. We're up against professionals and they had the element of surprise on their side. Neither are you, Eustace. Ah, yeah. So this is the kid that always is playing with that girl that we saw. Seems to be unconscious. Is humanoid machines there? Stay back, don't do it. Oh. So they attacked with archisms? Huh. Wait, let me talk to the old lady. I tripped and hurt myself in commotion. Something serious compared to everyone else? I'm lucky. How could they do this to our home? Pharmacist studied everyone's treatment. Oh yeah, I guess they could have used soldats too. But it sounded like they were saying mechanical monsters also. Unless I took that the wrong way.
I hope Louise will be okay.
She wasn't the only familiar face either.
They seem to have enough medicine at least, but
Huh? Wonder why they targeted this random house specifically. Oh good, the shop's still okay. Mine's kind of all over the place right now. I still can't believe how quickly it all happened. Minutes, that's all it took. They were in the town before our eyes. How could anyone who does something like that even call themselves human? Ah, the other guy's not in here. I don't remember all of their names specifically. You got some trees falling down here too. Oh yep, that's the windmill. Hey, this was Monkius's friend, kind of. Big robots came crashing into town out of nowhere, and they just started destroying everything and anything. Market manager told me to run, so I did. Then he... Oh. The market manager dead? Took advantage of the chaos and set fire to as much of the town as possible. Tried to put it... Ooh.
No!
this is just awful.
Yeah, I didn't even think about some of that stuff. Took out a loan to get the goods, and then this whole entire stall just burns down. That's pretty bad, too. Yeah, the Grand Market seems like it'd be taken apart pretty easy here. Seen a lot during my time as a reporter, but this is the first time I've been left speechless. An atrocity like this can't be forgiven. An atrocity. Said it wrong. An atrocity like this can't be forgiven. Nobility or not, there's no excuse for such carnage. We'd be failures as people if we let something like this pass.
Wasn't that the rest area?
Why did he say that? Why did you say that, right? You know what the market looks like. But, yeah. A little bit burned down. Not the best. Ooh, actually, that's like an indentation. Didn't even notice that. Break open the whole thing there. Didn't destroy the railway door. Celtic station sign. Flipped over bench. Oh, wait, there's Claire. Didn't know she'd be here. Looks like the railway, though. Oh, okay. The windmill? I was like, what's making that noise? Weird rickety noise. Yeah. It was that girl's mom. Girl with the weird accent's mom. In midst of assessing the situation, please take any questions to General Krieg. You. Oh yeah, that's Krieg and Neinhardt also. Everyone's here. You've all arrived. See, the RMP is here as well. Well, like I said before, the Noble Alliance isn't making themselves seem like good people at all, are they? They're like, you're a third faction. I'm pretty sure they're making it more and more clear that there's no real third faction here. There's just the Imperials that are actually trying to help. That just have sometimes dumb rules that make Reen's team come in. That's like the only stretch you could say for the third faction. This is done by none other than the Cruisin' Provincial Army Soldats. That's absurd. For what reason? Seems they have an issue with raising the very lands they're meant to protect. Currently, they broke through a gap in our line of defense. At the Twin Dragon Bridge, according to the report, there are a number of Jaegers with their ranks too. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. If they had Soldats supporting them too, it couldn't have ended any other way. I mean, it probably could have been worse. Seems surprisingly, at least, like, the town seems surprisingly put together still for giant robots attacking it. Just saying. Best as we could and managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they'd already retreated towards Berhard and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Armored Division arrived. Townsfolk readily accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from the town Twin Dragons Ridge. Clear this was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. For what Rufus and
I
Vita
beg to
said?
differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility.
That's what you have to remember, Reen.
But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Thanks to the Soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP felt somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. Ew. Market manager, I'm afraid. Eyewitness reports state that he got caught in the debris while aiding with the townsfolk's evacuation. So Otto did die. Ew. Never even got the chance to repay him for helping us while we were here. Plan to strengthen our defenses while preparing for countermeasures against Berhard. Advise that you keep your distance from Kelvik for a while. Do engrave this horrid sight into your minds, however. This is no mere minor conflict, it's an all-out war. Never forget that. I guess that part is true. For a while it's been going pretty well, but yeah. Bloodborne War, not so, peaceful. everyone else is already there. Actually gonna get voice acting or nah? Nah. Ooh, new music. Fell victim to one of the soldat's attacks while back in townsfolk. Everything in my power to save him, and yet. Oh, that's where the guy went. He was the one that was injured and supposed to be in bed, but he came here. I see. What are we even supposed to do? Well, Rain, you're a protag, so you gotta go turn the tides. Rank, protect us, last moments. Well, apparently a lot happened. Everyone's just sad and angry. And when you're sad and angry, that's when you make mistakes. Unfortunately. Grass on the situation in Celtic now, should we head back? And I don't see a reason to stay. Oh yeah, their families. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Yeah. Your family's alright, we saw them at the church. Can't say the same for the market manager, though. Well then. I guess we're going to have another group meeting now. Reen and friends have finally gotten the sobering effects of full-blown war. It's only after Becky and Huey returned that they decided to take off. But we weren't going to do our meeting until they came.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute.
Almost as if intentionally.
History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes. Although the situation back then is very different compared to now.
True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
I think it's safe to say it was just Duke Alborea doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance.
It's interesting that Milliam's the one that says that line. Like, no, Duke Alborea is just the complete jerk here.
But this is where we part ways.
Really uses.
Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
What? You can't be serious.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
Shifty eyes. Of course
I can't
not.
believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret, Eustace.
Yeah, Mongius, thanks for telling everyone that.
How?
How dare.
Thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Albarea family, I have a duty to stop my father. You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace.
Oh, snap. Reen's
This
the
is
one that says
clearly
it.
too much for one person to handle alone.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and we need to think this over together.
Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
Ah,
As your
friendship
classmates and
attacks.
friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now.
Way to be the hype man, guys.
But that's exactly why we want to help you. And I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
That's a Class 7 I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right?
No.
We fully
Consequences.
understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Keldic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians.
Yeah,
We can't turn a blind eye to that.
exactly.
You're right.
See?
We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
All right, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan.
We still never rescued her family.
We
Or
can't
at
allow
least.
Duke Albarea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Thank you.
Huh?
Moshi
Is there a
Mosh,
call coming
Desu.
through? Where's it coming from? Bear with me a moment.
Have we ever heard their voices before?
This can't be right.
I feel like no.
It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
How can that be?
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
Is it Eustace's brother going like, yeah, I didn't do that. I'm saving face.
It's a pleasure to see you all again, especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus.
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware.
Yeah, he just wants to save face.
Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique from my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Does this concern Keldic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Keldic was instigated by Duke Albarea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
So he's pretty much like, yeah, you can do whatever you want to him. We don't really care.
Huh? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control. The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Auroch's fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
This is insane.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you?
So he's pretty much like, they're just an annoyance now, making the Noble Alliance look bad. Even though that they already look pretty bad.
I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward.
Never heard her name. Her last name actually said aloud. Sounds weird. Clausel.
But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you. Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's board of directors.
This once.
Nothing like using other people to do your dirty work.
But you're already going to beat him up anyways.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Alberea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I guess. That's what you want to look at
I
it?
can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Auroch's fort and apprehend Duke Alberea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
Why would you even have to say it like that?
Do you even need to ask?
Exactly.
Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way.
They finally began preparations to apprehend Duke Alberea. Duke Alberea's actions against Keldek were believed to be a violation of a number of Imperial laws. With that fact as justification, Class 7 chose to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division and RMP to formally place him under arrest. In the end, they settled upon the following plan. Armored Division would attack Berahard's northern line of defense. Meanwhile, the RMP would attack the city's southern line of defense, forcing them to call for reinforcements from the fortress. Give Class 7 the opportunity to attack the fortress using Courageous with relatively limited opposition. So they're making the Imperials pretty much take over Berahard, and then Class 7's going to attack the fort themselves. Makes sense. Once the fortress was under their control, they were to arrest Duke Alberea, effectively completing the mission. And we got new sword to try out. Operation proved to be opportune time to test it out and collect as much data, much needed data. I'm guessing we're going to have to fight a few Soldots. And then Christmas. I wonder if they're actually going to do something on New Year's, if they have the same New Year's Day in this world. They don't have Christmas in this world, though, of course. This doesn't mean anything. They might, like, do a call to it, I guess. I don't know. Seems like everyone's all fired up and ready to go. It'll be our first chance to test out Valmar's newly fortified weapon, too. Like Lara said, today's operation makes the perfect chance to test it out in battle. Yeah. I would have liked to just get the actual Itachi, but, you know, whatever works. Ah, coming with you doesn't sit right with me to have you going up against high-ranking heirs alone. No reason to let your guard down, though, and make sure you have everything you need. Oh, great, so we have to bring Sarah. Oh, it increased to 7, though. So, since they're locking us into 2, I guess they were like, we'll let you bring a few more people. I guess I could bring Machias or Milium, just to see if they have any weird interactions with uses here. Fighting Jaegers, so Fee's fun. I'll bring Machias. See how that goes. Advance the main story, speak to Toa and Captain's share, yeah. Can I actually leave anywhere for some reason? You just standing here? Crossed my mind that we're probably gonna run to the northern Jaegers too. We can't afford to get Pleasant just because the army is giving us a nice diversion. Yeah, okay, so she's just worried. Is her ordnance up to snuff though? Always. Always these defense 2s everywhere. Evade, shield, voice break. I will check the... Check if I can make anything. He's still over here. Yeah. Spike sword. Make stuff. Let me shop. Give me another defense 3. Everybody needs their defense 3. Okay, there we go. It would have been nice to be able to go to the shrines first and then fight Duke Alberea. Have the nice Tachi to show off, but making us skip a step there. Princess isn't here. Oh, she's in the conference room. Conference room with uses. Member of House Alberea, I have to do duty to stop my father from sullying our name with any more of his foolishness. Only then will I, the people of Cruzon and Kelvik in particular, be able to truly say that the justice has been done. You didn't feel as though you have to do it all alone. Never forget that we're all here for you. Cannot say what my brother has in mind, but I know what I want to do, and I fully intend seeing it through. I'll do it with the rest of Class 7 by my side. Hearing some of their resolves. I guess I'll check the shops really quick, just in case they have anything. Got some tough opponents this time. The Jaegers are fine. They're just talking. They're just going like, yeah, we gotta win, gotta fight. Fewer stuff. William's bear is still up there. Guess I didn't do the 5 days. But he'd never dream of setting fire to his own lands. It's simply insane. Hope Eustace manages to sort everything out. Been in the dumps ever since you found out about Keldek. I wonder what Crow would think about all this. I wonder if we'll have him randomly come in to help us. That'd be interesting. I feel like he might know what's going on. So he might just randomly show up just cause. Be like, hey, I'm here. And everyone will be like, why is Crow here? You didn't ask for Crow? I guess I'll make sure I also have food items ready, because why not? Any stress eaters? Yeah, go get them. No new dishes. Lamenting how stupid we humans are. Yeah, maybe the fish just all think you're dumb. Probably it. How's our food? This part we're okay. No new books in here or anything. Records indicate that many cases of towns being set alight during War of Lions too. Meanwhile, Prince Draculus fought to protect the people of this nation and prevent any more needless sacrifices. The more I think about that war, the more similarities I found between it and our current situations. No idea if we can pull off the feats that Emperor Draculus did. At the very least, we are going to stop Duke Alvaria. Why doesn't he help us? All those teachers could help us. I don't know why Sarah's like, I'll be with you, but I'm not involved in your class 7 stuff. Like, if you believe in the cause, you believe in the country, why don't they just go like, no, we're part of the third faction too? I don't get why all the adults are so afraid to, like, pick a side when they pretty much already did. They're just not directly saying they picked a side, but they did. Oh, we're hearing them. Operation success or failure will have a significant impact on the useless result forward. I guess since I need the character entries for a special item, I'll actually talk to a few of these. I just got another character entry for talking to her. You can do it, Reed. I almost forgot that we have a whole crew in the front now. Why doesn't Angelica just come join us in the fight? We'd be able to win right away. Well, I think we're pretty good. I've always known that we were in the middle of a real war, but until now I didn't understand what kind of sacrifices would be made. Part of me is still trying to convince myself that something so unjust couldn't really have happened. What's done is done, we can't turn back time. But we can, and will, stop the Duke from doing anything like this ever again. I mean, they burned down Ymir pretty much too, or we're trying to. We're just lucky to be close by and have superpowers. We just had superpowers and main characters. All that. Yep, we're good to go. Pretty sure all my ornament stuff are put together well now.
Commence final preparations. Depart for the agreed location. Once there, we're on standby until the assault begins.
Yes, ma'am.
Departing for the agreed location. We'll keep watch for any threats from the ground.
We get to hear all these voice actors.
Course to the Kreuzin province secured.
Which may be the same ones, but they're voices for characters.
Courageous, full speed ahead.
Go, go, go!
Oh yeah. Let us hear all those people's voices. Well, time to go to the fort. Wonder what'll happen. I wonder if we'll see the Jaegers that Fee know. I feel like we won't see anyone from the Noble Alliance. Unless we see, like, Scarlet or something randomly, because she wants to die too, or something like V did. It'd be weird, but it could happen. Maybe. Maybe it could happen. What could that be? That sounds like a bunch of tanks. Why doesn't he have his soldat? Our pride is Imperial soldier, it's time to blast those walking chunks of metal to pieces. Back up Unit 1 while dealing with the enemies. How do they even spread out here? They didn't break the fence or anything. Meet the same fate Keldic did? Dude, too soon. Unless you did it, then I guess you probably don't care. Is he the one that with the weird voice, or is he a different one? We're gonna attack from the south. It's the RMP. Yep, so now their pincer attack is going off. They just have rocket launchers, okay. We haven't really seen all the weapons in this. Focus all firepower on their legs to impede their movement. Keep it up while making a gradual retreat. We'll need to force them to call for reinforcements. Well, Claire's probably going to be able to defeat one soldat there, right? She can beat one herself. That'll break out close by or something. Yep. Only Lord Rufus were here. Yeah, most of the people in this place are still nobles, so I guess most of them don't want Imperials to take over. They were actually one of the only places that we saw that were doing pretty well financially and stuff. Meanwhile, the giant fortress that's now abandoned. We saw Milliam break into here before, right? Pretty sure this was it. Yeah.
They attacked
Sorry,
the city
flying
from
away from
both sides? Those shameless fiends!
Is there still no response from the Pantagruel?
I'm afraid not, Your Grace. We've been trying repeatedly, but we've yet to gain contact. The same remains true for Lord Rufus's personal ship as well.
That damn son of mine. Surely he isn't planning on casting me aside?
Yeah, he is.
I thought Eustace was the only useless son I had, but I see I was mistaken.
Way to throw your sons under the bus.
We must make the
Jeez.
best of what we have and repel those intruders. See that my will is done.
Yes, Your Grace!
Oh, maybe I did call it. Scarlet was here.
There's a sad sight. Man, if I'd known things were gonna pan out to be such a mess here, I would have gone to where the 4th Division is.
Remember, we're not to even think of trying to fight in any of this war's major battles. We belong in the shadows, and as such, that is where we shall remain. Leave the battles that will be recorded in history's pages to others.
You're too uptight for someone whose only job now is to sit and do a whole lot of nothing. Hell, didn't you just get back from Crossbell? If we're just gonna be sitting around anyway, you might as well relax.
Well, I can't deny I have as little interest as you in being here. But interest or no, this is work!
Wonder if we're gonna have to fight them.
Looks like I'm not the only one who doesn't want to be here. But then again, it takes a special kind of person to want to help someone who has no problem burning his own territory to the ground. Still, as someone whose own life is about to burn out, perhaps this is where I belong.
Yep, so she's gonna try and off herself too, I guess.
May I manage one last moment of beauty before my flame burns out completely?
They all just wanted to die. All the Liberation Front members just want to blow themselves up or something. Didn't think that was what we were going for. I guess GV and S all wanted to just blow up.
Was that? Crimson Wings?
Yep.
This is Alphen Rysei Arner, speaking from on board the Courageous. We have come to arrest Duke Alberea on suspicion of ordering the destruction and razing of Keldic. Please surrender peacefully.
Your Highness. Ah! So the attacks on Berea Hard were merely a diversion?
Yep.
No matter. Shoot them down. Back off!
Oh, we get to test out new sword now. Teleport in our people.
The Hessian Knight? Too late!
Oh, are we going to see how the new blade works?
Impossible!
Well, when he gets Tachi, it should help a lot
Thanks
more.
for clearing a path, Reen. Wow, reinforcing it with Zemurian ore really did make a huge difference.
Their defenses are weak. Now's our chance to rush inside.
She sounds a little too happy for this intense moment.
Don't get ahead of yourselves now.
Okay, yeah, now we get to kill her.
That sounds like...
Albeit unintentionally. You have a giant one too? Nope, she just has a special lady one. Oh, and she's got a new special sword too. Got wings like the dragoon. Azure Dragon.
Hello, beautiful children of Class 7.
What is that? Like a fade and
It looks like
weird.
our time to fight has come once again.
Scarlet? Scarlet, is that you?
Not a fan of you suddenly showing up. Oh well. I still owe you for managing to escape from us back at Gorelia Fortress.
I suppose so. But for what it's worth, I just don't care.
Oh.
I don't care about our past encounters. I don't care about the Noble Alliance, and I don't care about what happens to this country.
Cool.
Huh?
What do you mean?
I have no reason to want to cling to life. See punish the man who stole everything from me just to put a railway through my homeland by putting a bullet in his heart. That was all I lived for. And now it's done. Right now, I'm nothing but a walking corpse searching for a place to die. That's why I've come to see you, Ashen Prince.
Ashen Prince.
You're the perfect
You got an
opponent for me
upgrade.
to fall in battle against.
She's just like V was.
And it looks like she's lost interest in living as well.
What a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? That's what Eustace says? Really?
Still, you're all welcome to join me if you want. This Kestrel Soldat was designed for pure speed. And I'm going to be pushing it past its limits and flying it straight to hell where V and G await. But there's always room for more passengers on the trip.
Well, that's weird.
I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
Reen has to think about that.
If it's a fight you want, I can grant you that much. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I won't let anyone else so easily choose to die.
If you think you can stop me, go right ahead and try, Ashen Awakener.
This sounds like this sounds weird. If you think you can stop me from dying, go ahead and try. Okay, I will, by beating you up. Wait.
This'll be a tough one. Be careful.
Let me rethink what I just said. Just give me a second. Hey, yeah, hers is like skinnier too. Like same size as mine. I think I like Valmar's wings better rather than the Dragoon ones. Yeah, let's go for center.
Now! Gotcha!
Ooh, yeah, we do some more damage, don't we?
I can do this.
And we ate it pretty well. Give me some CP back. 2. What about your head? That's a counter. Okay, what about your arm? Arm seems good.
No problem.
Gotta find those break points. Do I want to switch? Oh wow, they only let me use these characters now. Usually let me use everyone in these battles. That actually changes who I might want to use. I guess since she's about speed,
Sorry, would you mind? Will do.
speed herself up. How much is this? Okay, so the body is the best for this. And we miss. Completely missed. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, the arm. It wasn't the arm.
Okay.
Or at least it wasn't a good spot. Do I have anything to bolster defense? That makes me go turn faster, that increases strength.
Good
I
luck.
don't remember what
I'll
his
show you
does.
how it's done.
It's just arts, right? Okay, it weakens her. I guess. Make her weaker. Oh. Okay, arm is only 1 star. And we'll just Morning Moon.
Bring it on!
Let's see what it does. Okay, so Fire Slash.
Gotcha!
And we get to see what it actually does. Oh, wait, no.
Gotcha!
Still good. Still good.
Let's go! Gotcha!
We definitely do a lot more damage, at least compared to when we were fighting V. But V had a lot bigger mech, too. Real big mech. Oh, come on.
It's working.
She does get the counters easy.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, let's see.
I leave this to you.
I'll handle this.
I guess I'll have her use this and then heal Reen.
This is bad.
Let's go!
Seems like the best bet. Seems like the time to dodge. Ew. That's kind of cool. Use it like a bow in a way. Wow, that one was a lot weaker. Not charge EP. Do I need a lot more for the self-recovery?
Have some money.
Well, get some mana back.
Gotcha!
Ah, hoping for the break. Haven't gotten it. I luckily still had enough for another Morning Moon. Fine, use all your special attacks. It's fine with me. As long as it doesn't kill me. Great. She's still doing it?
Gotcha!
Okay, well then MP.
I can do this. Allow me.
There we go. Okay, I think the defense stuff and everything else we put on for orbs is pretty good now. Seems like it's working out well for us.
Gotcha!
That's it. No Just problem. A little more.
Break him. Still didn't break. No, at least I'm stopping her from using her special attack.
Allow me.
Figure might as well heal that up more. Let's go for the head. Okay, that was bad.
No problem.
Charge him. Please. I just wanted to use my finisher. She doesn't like it when I use my finisher. How about the head here? Okay. Apparently the head is just bad to hit for her.
You're not out yet. Keep going.
Oh no, the head would actually be good.
Now! Gotcha!
Now I just need one more. And to not die. Not dying is also good. Definitely glad I saved up the mana beforehand. Wonder if I should use Heavenly Slash. I guarantee a chance to unbalance. Might as well. Let's see if we can kill her. Got the brave points, so see if Elise and Reen can pull it off. Oh, yep, that did it. There, we stopped you from dying. Robot explodes in the background. Oops.
He did it.
Nice work, Reen.
But she still can die, you know?
I can see why you were C's classmate.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
You fought just as wonderfully as he does in his azure light. Now I can go with no regrets.
This is bad. Watch out, Reen! Pushing her soldat for that kind of speed put a huge strain on its orbital engine.
Of course it did.
At this rate, the same thing that happened with V's gonna happen here too.
I won't let that happen.
I'm gonna cut it.
I'm not going to stand back and allow anyone else to die. Not if I have the power to stop it. We're doing this, Valimar!
Acknowledged.
We're going to make her not die? Oh. Cut out the place where the orbital engine was. I guess that works. Just save the cockpit only. And she's like, don't worry, I have a cyanide pill.
Reen!
There really is no end to your recklessness.
Is that our soldat's cockpit?
Yeah, looks like I managed to separate it in time. I want to check to see if she's alright in there just in case, though.
You put on a good show, Reen. All right, everyone. We're going in.
What about McBurnin?
We'll check if everything is clear inside. Follow when you can.
I will. Take care, everyone.
Oh. I don't think it's very clear
Our
inside.
objective is to infiltrate the fortress and to apprehend my father, Duke Alberea.
Are they actually going to put Reen on the back burner for this?
Remain on guard at all times.
Let's hurry.
Class 7, Group A, advance into the fortress!
Or are we just going to get cutscene first for Reen and Scarlet? For Reen to tell her to go be a nun again or something? Yeah, I guess that's what's gonna happen. They're focusing on this scene.
How is she, Valimar?
I detect vital readings from inside. Her life appears to be in no danger.
How do you get...
This should do it.
Never seen these actually open up before.
Are you okay?
Why did you have to? I was so close. So close to being reunited with them.
Sorry, but I wasn't about to let that happen. I can't pretend to know everything about the life that you've led. But based on what I do know, I don't believe it's okay for that life to come to an end like this. Accept justice for what you've done, and then find a way to atone for your crimes.
You really are soft.
Looks like she passed out. Still, I'm glad I made it in time.
I wonder if she comes
Same
back.
here.
Oh. What, he didn't want V to die?
It's Ordine!
How long have you been there?
Oh, how cute. Did you come because you were all worried about your friend?
You got me. Still, I wasn't expecting you to try a bet with stakes quite that high.
It wasn't that high. I mean, the explosion isn't that
Did
big.
you even stop to think for 1 second about what would happen if you got caught in that explosion?
I wasn't thinking at all, to be honest. Still, if I can't win a bet like that, what chance do I have of winning against you? Right, Crow?
Fair enough. Well, thanks. Oh, and reinforcing your weapon with Zemirian ores, not a bad idea. Just know that you're gonna need to do more than reinforce some old sword to match up to Ordine.
He already does?
So, you know, keep working your way through those trials. Oh, and that was some fine work you did in making it, George. Can't wait to see what the final product looks like.
I think you'll like what you see.
As for the two of you, Toa and Angelica, looks like you've really gotten the hang of flying that thing. I don't think there are many students out there who can learn to handle a cutting-edge cruiser in a couple of weeks. You two are nuts.
It was nothing.
This relationship is weirdly weird.
We can't afford to take forever getting used to a ship when we've got a troublemaker like you to bring home.
Just you wait. You'll be coming back to us. I promise you that. And I hope you're ready to be on cleaning duty until graduation as a penalty for worrying us so much.
If you think you can do it, go right ahead. You still got a long way to go before you can defeat me. But I ain't gonna complain if you actually pull it off.
Then why are you doing it? He doesn't sound very motivated.
Okay, time to get back to work.
They're just like, yeah, we know that he's not bad now. He's just kind of there, and he killed some guy. That's about it.
Your classmates must be waiting inside for you by now. You should go after them.
It's like, yeah, he was kind of the cause for Civil War, but you know, he's still our friend. He only wanted to kill some guy.
We'll get Balor back on board the Courageous and keep watch here. You can count on that.
He's more like neutral and just fighting because he feels like fighting.
Good luck!
At this point.
Thanks. We'll be back soon.
So it is a really odd relationship. He just kinda gave up the whole I'm evil shtick already, like right away.
Stop right there!
Meanwhile, a whole bunch of Jaegers.
If it isn't the Northern Jaegers. Step aside. Our business is with Duke Alberea, not with you.
Afraid that's not gonna happen. We have orders to take you into our custody, Usus Alberea.
And for our homeland of Northumbria, we intend to do just that.
Northumbria State? You're from there? I can't pretend to be the most well-informed on it, but it's infamous for how cold and inhospitable it is.
Huh. So it's like Antarctica?
Some things just don't change.
Sarah Valentine? I wasn't expecting to find you accompanying our target. I was aware that you'd made quite a name for yourself as a bracer by the name of Purple Lightning.
But I see the rumors about you becoming a teacher at that academy were also true.
Sarah. Do you know them, instructor?
Yeah, afraid so. We go quite a ways back. I don't intend to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. There's no doubting that the money you raise is vital to the people back home. But right now, being an instructor to these kids comes first. And Erebonia, not Northumbria, is my home now.
Oh, she was from there? Huh.
So I don't care who it saves. I'll show no mercy to anyone who dares to burn my home to the ground. I'll make damn sure you can never do anything like that ever again. So let's go. I'll take all of you on.
Oh.
She might be tough, but do you honestly think you can fight us by yourself?
You can't fight a high-ranking corps like that by yourself.
I won't allow it. We'll help.
Nuh-uh. I want you all to stand back and leave this to me.
Oh.
It's time for me to settle what I failed to do 6 years ago.
Still.
Why are you so set on doing this?
Very well.
It's time to make you regret turning your back on your homeland and leaving us.
I guess it's a homeland thing.
Let me show you why I'm called the Purple Lightning.
Oh, she starts with her boots.
Off we go.
Sure, can I use Northern Limits?
Okay.
Well, let's see what it looks like.
Time to try for once.
They're just gonna kill them all. I mean, pretty much. They killed most of them.
Oh, please.
Misses me.
Oh, please.
Can they even hit Sarah? She's in her mad mode now.
Oh, please. Leave it to me.
Wait, let me battle scope you guys. I need your data. Or does it already count it because she has insight on? I don't know.
I'm gonna slice you up. Oh, please.
Triple counter.
Impossible.
Miss the grenade. How do you miss throwing a grenade? You have to be pretty bad to miss throwing a grenade. Right? There we go. Well, time to do it again. There.
Curse you.
Okay, we're burning daylight.
Well, I guess they're like, if you haven't used her. Here you go.
I've got this.
And she got a new S-craft. And Rain's just like, what?
How did you withstand all of that completely alone? Unbelievable.
It looks like you've grown even stronger since your days in the Corps.
Well, is that all you got? Go on! Fight me! I can take it!
She sounds like she's drunk. She's just
Try
tired.
your luck as long as you want!
You're serious?
Sarah, it's okay. Instructor.
I've had enough.
She beat the well out of him.
I see no point in wasting any more time fighting with a wounded lioness.
This battle's dragged on long enough. I think this is time to walk away.
Our contract with the Kreutzen province is hereby complete.
Are you allowed to simply abandon your contracts like that?
We've worked enough for the money we've been paid. We're not in the business of doing unpaid overtime.
Farewell, Valestein.
We may meet again, but it won't be during this war.
I sure hope not.
We're withdrawing. Disperse and make your way to the agreed location.
Yeah.
I guess that shows you all different types of Jaegers. Got the wannabe ones taking over an airship and these guys and all that.
That could have gone a lot worse than it did.
Indeed, and it was all thanks to the complete and utter lack of sanity of our loving instructor.
Make Byrne and the other girl still here, just
Whether
saying.
they get off calling me a wounded lioness anyway, I'll show them a lioness, the bastards. Still, I really wish you guys hadn't seen me that way. Didn't want you to know my background either, but not much I can do about that now, huh?
Indeed.
So you were just like Fee?
Yep. Once upon a time, I was a Jaeger too.
Sophie's like, no mom.
A member of the Northern Jaegers, to be exact. That was 6 years ago, before I became a bracer. During my time there, I ended up being saved by Colonel Beatrix. That was what led me to break out of the group.
I knew about it already, but it wasn't my place to talk about it.
I guess you have your fair share of burdens to shoulder like the rest of us.
I think by Beatrix she means the nurse with the sniper rifle? Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
All this was a long, long time ago.
Are you alright?
You've contributed more than enough already. Leave the rest to us.
Okay. Maybe I went a little overboard in that fight.
And hey John, it looks like my Twitch app thing for stream chat's actually working too.
But you know what? It paid off. You won't need to worry about Jaegers on your way to the Duke now.
And yeah, this song, we've heard a few different songs now. Like a few new ones. You missed the destruction of Keldic though. And now you had the, I guess, Purple Lightning end battle theme, we'll call it. Sure.
He should still be somewhere in here. Find him, and do what we came to do.
And now I guess
Understood.
our party's normal size now.
And you stay right here and rest. We'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, I don't know
Let's go
how
and
that'll play
find
out.
my father.
We know McBurn and Duval, whatever her name was, is in the building. I don't know if they're gonna bother fighting, but... Not gonna sit back. I guess she's doing that because she's in a dress. But you think she would still sit back anyway. But the developers are just like, no, we know what you're gonna try and do. If we have her sit down. Now I guess we have normal little dungeon area. Oh great. This is actually bigger than I thought it'd be.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat. My turn.
What are these things weak to? They are weak to blind, cool. Lee, bind them. Worked.
Onward.
On some of them. What else do? Can get muted. Yeah, why not?
Now's our chance.
Split up all those statuses, and then beat them up.
Here I go. Now
Very.
Okay.
Seems like I'm pretty okayly leveled for this area.
Together, Laura and Fee.
Spells victory.
Should have everyone get up to level 200. I mean, not 200, 100 by the end, I hope. We'll see how that goes.
Huh? Thank goodness.
Not sure if I should swap out uses or anything. So I can have my healer in, but I figure they'll have me fight as him.
this gate.
It's a portcullis for defense. We'll need to find some way around it.
Why does this box look different? It makes me think I can break it, but I can't. So whose idea was it to put the switch to the gate in a room next to the gate and not on the other side, you know? Doesn't that not make sense? Like, wouldn't you put the door over here to open it and not over here? So then the intruder can just go, oh, I'm just gonna walk over here. Open gate. I can invade your fortress now. Doesn't make sense. And thank you, John, for the bits.
You're in my way.
Do you just like randomly using the different pictures for them? I noticed that you tend to use different ones all the time.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
No, Fee's killing him too fast because she's level 100.
My.
Here I go.
All my guys are too strong since I upgraded them and
I shall fulfill my
got all
duty as
those
a
U materials. Just wait until I die. Want to diversify your emotes? Did I get the upgraded yellow thing? I have a yellow emblem. That's what I got on. Got the passion leggings on him for whatever reason. What is that? Stopping freeze. I think I have a better red one right now. I have the Deathglow one. I have a blue emblem. He's fine for now. Either way. Where are we going? Got a bunch of treasure chests around. And some random enemies that we can grind on along the way.
I welcome all challengers.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Second form and Gale.
Very well.
Give me that treasure with my sword.
Know your place.
I don't think I ever looked at this. Oh yeah. This is weird ice sword attack.
Evil will fall before my blade.
I changed a lot of my orbment setup, so hopefully I'll be getting a lot more status debuffs on these guys. And taking a lot less also. Hopefully. Robot, turn around! I guess it didn't want to turn around. It had a lot longer range than I thought it would.
My turn.
Kill him, V. Thank you.
But we can't relax yet.
Yeah, everyone's getting pretty good levels. Rain and Fee might even get to level 101.
That should suffice.
I've only just begun.
Yes!
Machias got up to level 100 now. We'll be able to fight those cryptid things soon. Special enemies. I was thinking about doing it before we came here, but then I was like, get more level ups by coming here, you know, so might as well take care of this first. Might give us some, like, other item that I might want. Like, we can use the upgraded sword now for Valmar, if we ever need that in a battle. All that jazz. Little things that help.
Hostile spotted. Beginning. My turn. Got it.
Very well.
Let's see, he has the Platinum Shield. Is this actually... Yeah, I forgot he has this. It's actually pretty good. That was one of his newest ones, though.
Let's move.
Can this reach? That reaches.
Now!
Give me back my brace points.
Evil will fall before my blade.
I need so much stuff still. But we're doing okay at the same time.
You're in my...
We're at least okay on U materials for like a little bit. Until we need to upgrade weapons again. Oh, right. I guess I should probably be scanning some of these guys.
My turn.
My turn.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Can I kill any? Gotta. And...
Very well.
Oh wait, no. He doesn't have that. Right. I just went over this a while ago. I don't have Dragon Vision on her anymore. Whatever it was called.
My turn.
Well, that works too. Just actually scanning them works too.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
What if I did relax, V? What would you do?
I spy with my little eye the goods.
Cast 2. Cast 2 isn't even that good. Pretty sure I can make it. Now see, that one makes sense. You'd have to use an air vent to get to that switch. Yeah.
Another one.
tedious.
Hey, people. Die. Die.
You're in my way.
I won't give up.
Dragon Vene's the thing that gives you more seps. I'm pretty sure it's Dragon Vision that scans the enemies when you kill them. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll handle.
My turn. Evil will fall before my blade.
Since I'm pretty sure I equipped it to Monkius, I can just check. Yeah, Dragon Vision automatically analyzes defeated enemies. That's what I'm talking about. Monkius also has Dragon Vane on, though. For more seps. Big ol' Wolfie.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
I'm not done yet.
Yes you are.
That's
You're
the
done.
power of the 8 leaves.
You're done, Rain. You're done. Darn did it now. More ventilation shafts.
This is awfully tight.
Thank you for the comment, Mara. They didn't make Eustace say something since he's supposed to be here. There's the monster chest. Got this one too. Just some free seps. Like I just like, yeah, he's just right here.
Very well.
So do I have
will
to scan
serve as
him
your
too?
opponent.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I gotta scan him. What to do?
Sorry.
Monkius
no
take it. And Monkius can use his new fancy Trinity cannon that I haven't shown. So this is his new S-Craft. I got it a while ago. He just kind of shoots a giant laser beam at him. I don't really get it, but you can summon chess pieces to make a giant shield for some reason.
There's no time to waste.
That's cool. And we scan the guy now. And I made it so Reen didn't die. I should probably just heal Reen. No. Okay, switch back in Reen. Actually, save it. Machias is just a big nerd. Yeah, he makes giant chess pieces and fires a laser beam. He pretends he's Goku or something, I don't know. Make it more nerdy.
Handle it.
Onward!
I guess Radiant Blade's fine.
Blade of light! They're off the
They're all muted now.
My turn.
Treasure Sword. Freeze them.
I'll handle it.
And then bullets. Cyclone.
Let's move.
Okay.
Let's move.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Just dies because of the freeze.
Leave this-
Buddy.
They're off the Together, Laura and Fee.
Spells victory.
Well, there. Everyone's pretty much level 100 besides Eustace. He's still level 97. Funny enough.
I'm so glad.
Eustace is the weakest one on our team right now, and he's the one that's supposed to be here. What does Hellfire do? Flame Tongue, Volcanic Iron, Flare Bomb. So it's just art stuff. Yeah, might as well. Throw that on Elise. She doesn't really need the other one. And did I miss anything? Nope, should be all good. Second floor. Been so long you forgot you can go over level 100. Don't remember what max level is. I assume, given where we started, it would be 150 for max level. You know, because you start the game at like level 40. More or less. I think Reen starts at like level 50.
Father's gone completely on the defensive now. But every defense has its flaws. We will find a way through.
Right!
Thanks, Eustace, for the pep talk, I guess? He doesn't really have that much of a defense, he just has kind of walls. That he's, like, made in a labyrinth, inconveniently. But it's not really that big of a deal, either. So what way am I going here? Okay, I can't go that way.
Oh,
Can't go that way.
There's a treasure chest!
Opening up all these doors
Stay on
is
guard,
going to be
everyone.
the thing we want to do.
That's no ordinary foe.
Oh. Yeah, right, you were still there.
Okay.
But yeah, I would assume it'd be 150, since Reen started at level 50. Elise started at like level 40. But yeah, I would think 150 sounds right. That being said, I don't know if they're going to push us up that high ever. But then again, in Cold Steel 1, you know, the max level was 100, but you only really need to be like level 60 at most, really, to be able to beat the game. And on hard mode, I was like level 70. But I feel like even that was maybe excessive. I think the only really hard part for last battles in Cold Steel 1 was just because you had the whole ordeal with Valmar.
Very well.
Let's move.
And that seemed just like RNG.
Light. Evil will fall before my blade.
But yeah, we're gonna push over
one
the
looks
barrier in a
nasty.
second here.
Watch out! This is a tough one. Let's move.
And I think I'll just do this. It's not a tough one anymore.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Level 101.
Great.
That should suffice.
Reen's strength's almost gone over 2,000, and he got his new S-Craft, Almighty Attack from on top of a horse. It does 100% seal. It has an XL area size.
Success.
Yeah, that's just better. Wow, his actually sucked. His normal one actually
There's a
sucked a
treasure
lot.
chest close by.
All through. Fun.
Please don't let them see anything.
They're still making her do that bit.
That one looks nasty. Try to be careful,
I
everyone.
didn't scan this, so... How far does it go? Okay, 1 minute. Want the single advantage at least.
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
My turn.
Swap in for Machias really
No
quick.
problem.
Just in case the chance arises.
My turn.
I mean, I can just battle scope it anyways here.
Very well.
Do I have to rescan these things too? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Waste that critical.
Onward!
And now just do this anyway.
Right.
Man, Reen's just isn't that strong, is it? This is the only one that hasn't really upgraded. Because he upgraded his in, like, you know, normal Cold Steel 1. But it's still not as good as the new ones we're getting now. The only thing really good about it is he has that burn effect that goes off. But oh boy.
My turn.
Oh wow, missile shower. That hurts quite a bit. Made Lara really angry too.
Get off guard!
It's my turn.
Let's see, Machias is on fire too.
Handle this?
Just gonna swap back to Fee. And you step.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
I've only just begun.
There we go. Lara's finally good in position there too. I know. Hers is already at 2030. The year's 2030. Lara has her S-craft. I don't know where I'm going with it. Why is there ventilation? Oh, okay. It goes under. It goes under.
Please don't let them see anything.
We don't need to hear it.
There's a treasure chest close by.
You point it out, it'll make people look. Why would you do that? Hello, Wolfie.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Yeah, Fee. I know the feel.
Onward! Now!
Well, that died fast. Let's see, where else do I need to go? Open that treasure chest, open that one. Go around to that side.
That one looks nasty. Try to be.
We're not being careful.
All challengers.
We're running right directly into it. And then we're gonna beat it up.
Onward!
It'll be real good.
My turn.
Keep on cutting it up. I feel like Reen's gotten really squishy for some reason, but I feel like he was kind of squishy in the first game too. His defense, like, for some reason feels squishy, even if it says that it's like one of his higher stats. So maybe I just don't get how defense works in this game.
Bum. Ba-dum. Ba-da-dum. Bum. Ba-dum.
What was that?
Enemy sighted. Let's take him out.
I'll handle it.
I don't know why, but I just want to say death ensures you to everyone. What does that mean? Be right back. What? Wait, what?
Here.
My turn.
I don't understand.
Loss was never an option.
Not with you on our side.
I don't know about him specifically, Reen. He's kind of the weakest one in the theme right now. He's more or less the weakest link, so to speak. Or literally the weakest link. Maybe in more ways than one.
What an ornate treasure chest.
HP 2, really? All you give me is HP 2.
Enemy sighted.
Ah, that didn't count.
My turn.
Well, we'll scan him. Everybody gets scanned.
Okay.
Get those scouters on. See what it says about their power level.
Onward! Sia! They're off guard! Let's go, Pete!
Oop, didn't mean to use that. I didn't mean to use this. Oh, that didn't kill it? Weird. It's because it wasn't 200.
Too slow. Got it.
I wish I didn't accidentally hit rush. I kinda need to do this.
Curse you! We'll cut our own path.
Unless you know I actually healed them. If I actually heal them, that would work too. Death insures you. Like insurance? Like I have death insurance? Because I haven't really died at all yet. Which is neat. So I'm not sure if it insures me at all. It doesn't really insure me anything. Specifically. You didn't expect us to come through ventilation shafts. Anyone gonna talk?
Must we really pass through here?
Yeah. Maybe if you sabotage the place, knowing that you would come here. Don't know what that means, but death insures you. You still don't know what it means, but you're gonna say it anyways. Is that the gist of it?
You're
Alright.
in my way.
My turn.
I just came here for ore. And I didn't get ore.
Now.
And onward!
Here I go. Now's our chance.
Very well.
My turn.
Onward!
Here I go. We'll cut our own path.
That should suffice.
Well, Eustace is getting his way up there. Even if it's taken a hot minute, he's making his way. And there's a different general. That count as an advantage? No.
Here I go.
No, it did not. Well, we haven't seen this move yet, so let's look.
Treasure these final moments.
Just kinda run past some.
Here I go.
Eh, why not? B with our counter.
Onward!
Curse you!
Evil will fall before my blade.
On enemies
Thank
soon, I
goodness.
need to grind my CP up quick. Oh, blessed arrow too. Just heals more. To 30%, it does 40. I don't know if the CP went up. I'll say it did. I think it was both 30. So she's just a better healer. Eustace and his horsey? Yes. That's accurate. Okay, that's unlocked, so we have the shortcuts. There's only one more room with a treasure chest. Alright.
I welcome all challengers.
My turn.
This is probably the easiest fight I'm gonna have for a bit, so I might as well use this as the time.
I'll handle it.
Don't know how many floors this is, though.
My turn.
You have impassion? You do. That guy's gonna be asleep for a while, too, so just kill this robot and we're fine. Critical impassion.
Okay.
And then, just stand still.
Marcus.
Okay.
You just keep standing still, Fee.
Very well.
You're doing good. I guess get that CP
My
yourself.
turn.
I'll handle it.
It's always good to stand still.
Here I go.
Okay.
Onward.
I'll handle this.
Only does 20. Wish did more.
Okay.
Very well.
Green's getting more because he has that special stuff.
Leave this to me.
Here I go.
Use it on yourself,
I'll handle
Reen.
it.
That guy sleeps for a while, doesn't he? Almost done. I just find it funny that the guy's just literally sleeping while we just get all of our stuff back.
Very well.
I'll handle it.
Onward.
Here I go.
Give another one to Lara.
Okay.
Onward. Die.
Stab
I'll
him on the
handle
side
this.
a little, you know. Everyone can join in. You can just stand still now. And there's just 200.
Okay.
He's gonna
Onward.
heal himself.
Die.
Oh, I delayed him.
My turn.
That's funny. Oh no, kill Fee.
Done.
Fee killed them on the
Relax yet.
counter. Well, that's what happens when you have the high critical counter thing going on for you. 8 U materials. How many do I even have right now? 39? That's not horrible. Still kinda...
We've made it.
Still kinda going.
You're cornered now, Father.
That sounded angry. I'm wondering if we'll be able to, finish this up in a timely manner. How long do you think the cutscene would be after this? Well, we'll find out. Oh yeah, they're still there. Are they actually gonna help fight? Because that might make me want to go back and get more CP.
Useless.
Are they just gonna ditch him? Because they said that they didn't care.
I did wonder whether someone from the Society might be here with all those archaisms walking around.
Why didn't you say anything?
Oh, how nice it is to see you all again.
Long time no see. Where'd Purple Lightning go? Pretty sure I saw her with you when you entered the fortress.
She's downstairs. She can't make it, I'm afraid.
Ugh! How did you even make it here?
We walked.
What does that terrorist and those Jaegers think they're doing?
S was defeated. The Northern Jaegers left.
The Noble Alliance has completely turned its back on you.
Yep.
You have nowhere left to run, Father. Please, surrender with good grace.
How dare you speak that way to me?
It's McDonald's? McCool? Yeah, it's just a giant thing of McDonald's standing there. Let's just say that instead.
Who do you think I am? I am the head of the House Alborea, the ruler of the Kreutzen province, and one of the 4 great houses.
There's nothing special about the 4 houses.
Your status does nothing to excuse your actions. No amount of power can grant you the freedom to raise your own lands.
Silence! The people in that pitiful excuse of a town willingly sat back and accepted an enemy force squatting in my territory. This country's future is as a nation ruled by the nobility, and those shameless fools have no place in it.
That was his way of thinking. I'm okay for whatever bad thing might happen to him.
How is that beyond your comprehension!
Father.
We've talked enough. Let's get this done.
Oh, aren't we overconfident? Do you honestly think it will be that simple?
I mean, why are you guys invested in this? What reason do you have to help him? I don't understand.
Lord Rufus may have chosen to abandon his father, but until we're told it is no longer necessary, we will fulfill the mission we have been given. I suggest you abandon all hope of victory, for we will be your opponents.
I fear for our chances against both of them at once.
I mean, if it was just Duvel.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we're fine.
Excuse me?
If he's not helping, we win.
Can't deny I'm a little interested in what that black-haired kid can do. But with the purple lightning missing in action, you can take this one on your own. See ya. Maybe next time we get a chance to fight, it'll be in somewhere that can take the heat.
He just teleports away.
Unbelievable!
Yay!
This is why I hate working with him!
Your partner's not the most reliable one in Ouroboros now, is he?
So? You still intend to take us on even without him?
So, you all think you can make a fool out of me?
I mean, we all know we can beat you.
Come forth! Vanguard F3! Sleipnir!
Unless you do that. If you do that, we might not be able to fight you.
Archaisms? They seem pretty well armored. It must be for defending bases.
We may have fought before, but that was a mere taste of what I'm truly capable of. Come at me with all that you have.
Yeah, everything's going my way until she brings in the robots, and then she's like, we may have fought before, but now I have giant robots, and we're not actually fighting each other.
I am the head knight of the Stallritter, Jubilee the Swift, and I shall defeat every one of you!
We'll see about that.
Here she comes!
We'll be the ones defeating you.
Now, draw
But I bet
your
our characters will be panting
Let's move.
at the end. Aw, oh, come on, you had to start me on a critical? Do I just do it right away? Yeah, I do it right away. That critical damage is too good to pass up.
Okay.
And I gotta give Lara something good too, because she has domination, so her first attack is a lot stronger. So I think she's gonna get a fish burger. You can have one of my prized fish burgers, Lara. Just you. Actually, I may give them to other people later. But let's make this first attack worth it. Okay, we killed the robots. She misses Fee. Why would you go for Fee if anyone? First Earth. Get that CP back.
How are you still standing?
Very well.
Just to be a jerk, I'll do this. Just so she can't hurt us.
My turn.
And then, you know what? I'll fish burger Fee herself. And then I'll steal that critical. And use it.
Here.
Thank you for that critical. She gonna have some OP move that kills me in one hit? Well, it doesn't matter because we blocked it. And Fee just missed.
An opening!
Let's move. Here goes!
Overdrive.
Overdrive!
Because why not?
I'll handle this.
Fish burger yourself, Usus.
Not bad.
Here I go. Now! There!
Well, no matter what, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Well, not dead, but defeated.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
He's definitely defeated. They're not murderers, though.
Great!
Ah, but we didn't scan them. Oh well.
Done.
I've only just begun.
Yes!
Target rendered powerless.
We were able to overcome her after all. But I wonder, didn't she seem unusually tired?
Ugh. First I disgrace myself in Crossbell, and now here.
He lost in Crossbell and here. Interesting.
How am I to face my illustrious lord who told me to serve as witness here now?
Now nothing stands in our way.
Duval the Swift, Duval destroyed. Yeah, she keeps getting destroyed pretty easy. I guess she got destroyed in Crossbell, and then she came over here to get destroyed again.
How dare you, Eustace!
She gets destroyed by a police force, and then she goes and gets destroyed by a group of high schoolers. Don't Google that.
And you, girl! What do you think you're doing? You will protect me!
Girl?
I'm a man now.
You seem to have greatly misconstrued my reason for being here. The mission assigned to me was to come and watch this fortress fall. No one ever said anything about protecting you.
Watch it fall.
Watch this fortress fall? You thought to abandon me the moment you arrived?
Very much so. Those were Duke Cayenne and Lord Rufus's orders, you see. Besides, my lord would never forgive the odious crimes you have committed. And quite frankly, neither can I. You should be weeping with gratitude I haven't taken my sword to you myself.
Well, that's interesting. She wasn't really into this in the first place, I guess.
No.
There she goes.
I'm still curious who her lord is, but I suppose now isn't the time.
Go on. The rest is for you to carry out.
I'm well aware.
I was hoping they would say something to each other.
Father... No. Your Grace Duke Helmut Albarea. You are hereby under arrest on suspicion of arson and property damage in Keldic, as well as causing harm to the people of Kreutzen. Please, do not attempt to resist.
He just broken now? You're just saying that? Guy just gave up now? Taken into custody by the hands of his own son. After Prince Alphen announced as much to the people of the surrounding area, the Cruisin Provincial Army ceased hostilities. Battles taking place around the Berehard city came to an end. Well, Berehard is under control, so they only have Trista and Heimdall now in the east. Took down, 2 armies, and now the west is the only one going. Who are the families in the west? It's the one that Patrick's with, right? Like his father, and then it's Duke Cayenne. I think that's it, right? Berehard would come under the 4th Armored Division's jurisdiction for the time being. Well there, took over the place. What is this Eustace's house? Albarea family mansion was placed under the jurisdiction of the RMP. Duke Albarea and Scarlet were to be confined there for the time being. They get a nice fancy mansion to be confined in? Oh no, how terrible. Why didn't they put him in the jail cell Malchius was kept in? We know it's there. Courageous successfully landed at Berehard Airport for supplies and maintenance. It was then Class 7, opted to rest and see how things were faring in the cities for themselves. I'm guessing a lot of the people here that were nobles and loved the economy that was booming are probably going to hate being under Imperial control. Some of the commoners, though, in the Market Street didn't like it that much. The nobles here probably aren't too happy about being under Imperial Army's jurisdiction. The Provincial Army mostly is still intact, too. We can't afford to let our guard down just yet. We're going to see how Scarlet's doing, too. Interesting. Bonding points can be used to trigger bonding events. Allocated. Yeah. So, same stuff as usual. We got abandoned points. Abandoned points. Got 6 points today. Where is everybody? Alphen's over there. Scarlet and Eustace is at the mansion, apparently. Can hang out with Toa. Fee still. I still haven't gotten anything in my journal about Fee. It's really weird. I feel like we had a few scenes with her, but we still didn't get anything on her character sheet. Which is weird, isn't it? Like, I've gotten her stuff up a lot, but none of this stuff is cleared up at all. Like, Eustace we almost got everything for. I'm guessing we could probably get everything for him. For Emma we got a lot of stuff. Machias we haven't gotten anything. For her we actually got a few things too. Just seems weird. I mean, we finally got that. I guess it could just be story relevant only. No bonding points needed to get that, but eh. Is there anything down here? Don't know why I bothered to look, but you know, why not? Lara's just chilling here. Wonder why Lara's going out of the canyon alone. I know she can handle herself just fine, but still. Okay, so I just have to go out that way if I want to go with Lara. Lean got anything to say? Even if Society's plans are still a big, scary blank right now. Huh. Probably the first person ever to use their knight like that. There's something impressive about you. Plains. There's something impressive. Celine thinks I'm impressive. Me, Reen Schwarzer. The Reen Schwarzer. None of these guys ever have the food items I need. Any of these shops got anything new in them? Still got passion muggings. If I need those. Prismatic stuff. All those shenanigans. Is that noble girl still here? Saw her here before and she went to a restaurant later. Any stuff there? Okay, is there any new stuff here though? Got those. I mean, it's nice to know that you could have gotten these if you missed them. Gambler Jack books. I know there's some books here I can get in Barahard. I'm pretty sure they're only for this day, so I probably want to make sure I get all those. If I don't get everything now, I can just do that tomorrow. We are getting towards the 6:30 mark. I'll probably just run around and see if I see anything right away that I want to draw my attention to. And then spend some bonding points if we can. Who cares if we lost the war? Daddy can come back home now. One way to see it. Interesting that that guy's still there. Random people at the church, maybe? Rabby. Whose name is Rabby? Nothing to say. Give me character entries if you got any. On the Horror's End. Started reflecting on my life as of late. Huh. There's nothing really bad going on here. I guess since you took it over, you can probably help the Celtic people too, right? That they kind of burned. Not very cool. See if anyone can make more mirror from the investment. People talking about money. Do I care if they're talking about money? Esmeralda will remain open for business despite all that happened. Yesterday was so frightening, we could hear the battle taking place from here. On the bright side, it gave me the chance to get acquainted with the lady next door. She has so many interesting stories to tell. Huh. I guess sometimes wars bring people together. Sometimes. You can definitely tell a different tone shift compared to talking to the people here and talking to the people in Kelbeck. Hey, they didn't tell their dog to shut up. Simply can't be real. I guess they like the other person. Heard Lord Eustace was appointing acting head of the Alvarado family after the Duke's arrest. What is the meaning of this? Why was he chosen over Rufus? Because Rufus is leading the Noble Alliance. Eustace doesn't have any stake in it, though. He doesn't want to cause a war. I wonder if that's how that goes still to, even the newer games. He's still leader of the house. Because Reen would have a pretty powerful ally then. You know? All I want to do is join my schoolmates on the Courageous. Your daughter of nobility, you can't go off gallivanting at a time like this. You have plenty of time to go, maybe if you weren't so thick-headed, you'd understand that. Okay. Well, I guess she's gonna join us up after we're done with this. Hello, random piano girl. Haven't even gone to the market street yet either. So much to do. So much to see. So much awkward corners to go through. Old lady randomly under here. Hey, what's Market Street look like? This is where you could buy all your pendulums and stuff. Made sure to stock up on those when you're here. Oh wow, you can just buy the actual good items now too. These are the ones that are after the emblems. It goes pendulum, emblem, and then whatever their color is, followed by something else. Deep Orchard. Still Blue, Passionate Rouge, or Rogue. Evergreen, Abyss, Shadow. Don't need to buy those. But I might come back at some point. I feel like getting new materials is easy enough, so I'd only really want to buy the pendulums. Rune could have an army behind him, with Eustace as the lead. I mean, not like a whole army. They said some of the Provincial Army was still around, but we don't know if they're going to, you know, go to Eustace. Not as such, I just believe that it would be safer for us to return while we can. You can expect me to return when my order's just about ready, can you? Oh. You gonna say, is he gonna give him sass now? Cause he was gonna give him sass, the little kid, because, oh well, the butler, cause RMP's taken over. And they're just talking about what Rufus is doing and how Eustace has to be in the position. If the Duke's learning his lessons, that's that. Simple-minded, I suppose. I know we had another classmate in there. He was living over here and worked at the other place. No longer a part of the war. Poor Noble here has been asking for loan extensions for half a year now. Always better than the ones who use their position to avoid paying at all. I'm not exactly raking the mirror in here myself, but I can kind of feel sorry for him. Couldn't hurt to let him off the hook just a bit. I mean, I think it probably could hurt your own business, but, you know, do whatever. Seems better than what you got now. Give them their crystal dress. I assume that's pretty uncomfortable. His agility would go down. Good for them, though. Platinum jacket, good for anyone? Good enough. Actually, did I have anything better on that I wanted to keep? Sometimes they do special effects. That one randomly does evasion. Interesting. So pretty much just people are saying that the Duke had it coming too, because he was doing jerky stuff. Sarah's getting drunk. Normal. Oh, there's Gambler Jack 12. Kinda load I was looking for, I knew it was here. I just didn't know where. Oh, I got that too. A random parfait. Is it the recipe, or is that... I think it says the recipe. It's just a oh no, it was the recipe. Okay then. Guess we need to get a different one somewhere else. I hope I didn't miss one.
Okay, let's give this a try. There we go.
Good job, Reen. Oh, there she is. Backing up too, does that mean what I think it means? Time for you to jump aboard and help you guys out. Just finishing up, sorting everything out. Yeah, so she's going to join the Courageous too. Make our crew even bigger. Have a whole bunch of kids beat up a whole bunch of adults. Mind picking me up? So I guess they just want us to do her quest. They're like, yeah, I'm ready to come with you. Just come do my quest when you want me to. Actually, where is Fee? Oh. Didn't even notice her there. Why does she not have a shoe? Well, I guess we're starting with this one. The sole of one of my boots came off while I was walking, and now my foot kinda hurts. So I'm taking a break. After all those boots have been through, I can't really blame them for giving up up the ghost like that. We're gonna be okay. She's just gonna roll down the hood. I mean, it's cobblestone. It's probably somewhat paved, you know? Wouldn't hurt her foot that much, but Reen's gonna carry her anyway. Because I'm making it. Actually planning on walking there with your foot like that, are you? Used to this kind of stuff anyway. What do you want me to do then? Reen's gonna give you the solution. As the Gallant Knight. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is anime. Didn't think anyone else would have offered a piggyback ride in that situation. Yeah, there they have their Strega boots. All the Strega stuff. Reen going to jail. Reen's underage too, so it's fine, you guess. Death ensures Reen and Fee. Oh. I don't see you prancing around in formal wear anyway, to be honest. How long have you been a fan since you were in Zephyr? Oh, for the Strega stuff. Boss bought me a pair for helping out with something. That was the second present he gave me. What was the first? The name. Kalasu. Kalas. I forgot how he said it. We only heard her name said a while ago. No one else in the world who can give me that, after all. I mean, technically, if you got married, you could take someone's name, V. Reen says, showing he welcomed the Schwarzer name. She was reminded of the boss again. Yeah, Fee, we get it. He did the same for me not long after bringing me into Zephyr. Stuff like that. That's what made him feel like he was actually my real dad. Something else I realized too. You remind me of the boss, but you're not actually him in the end. Like Class 7 isn't the same family that Zephyr was, even though both of you are important to me. I'm not the same person I was back then either. I don't want to sit around and be protected all the time anymore. Like, don't treat me like a little kid, Reen. Even though that I'm like 15 and you're like 17. Did we still not get an entry for her? Well, he has her boots on. Oh no, we did get a character notebook update. Finally. It's about time Fee got one of those. Realized Class 7 Zephyr are different kinds of family to her and resolved to grow strong to support them. How'd I miss the first one though? Oh well. I got something. I just wanted to get something on her character entry sheet. Anything, really. Oh, who else do I hang out with, though? How's our Lynx doing? I could just try and get Fee and Alyssa all the way up if I want. Lara's almost getting up there too. Let's go see what Lara's doing. Might as well. And away we go. Oh. This is what she was here for. She was doing her swim in the river. So you've come along too. No need for concern, it's cold but refreshing. Huh. Is it just really shallow, or did she like jump into a deep end and then go to the shallow end? Or did they just not want to animate standing swimming? Do you want a clear reminder or something that raises the questions of what could be troubling her? What's troubling you, Lara? Did you get upset that you broke all the appliances when we went to Ruhr? I don't know, John. That's what I'm wondering. That's why I meant, did she go to a deep end and then go to a shallow one? Something up, I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this out of the blue isn't like you. And now she's called? Yeah, figure. Of course, Reen. Having dried off her hair as the harem king, Reen left Lara to finish drying off otherwise and get changed. In the meantime, he headed back into town to grab her something warm to drink. Well there. Now your clothes can clip through the terrain, don't worry. Well, okay then. I wonder if she's going to say what she's all up about. Did you bring that swimsuit from Thor's or something? Yes, actually, I found it in my luggage after leaving. Used it often during the time Emma and I spent in Legram too. Sounds funny when I say that, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. Hey, swimming's really cool. I wish I had a pool in general, just period. A pool that I could actually swim in, not like a baby pool. We don't need this. Actual pool. Those are great. Noble, I found myself thinking a lot about what happened here in this province. It is true that what Duke Alberea did to Keldic is beyond unforgivable. However, one could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if the war never had broken out. Clear that his position, both the four great houses and the Noble Alliance, is what drove his actions. Yeah, well, ends don't justify the means, or something. I'm technically a noble too, but I never even thought of things like that before. I mean, Reen isn't even a real noble. He was adopted. It doesn't count. Not to be that guy, but they make it pretty clear that they only care about nobility through blood. And like, unless he has like Dracula's blood through him or something weird that we're gonna figure out because he's time-traveling baby or something. Who knows? Maybe Reen's a robot. Like Milliam. Probably is. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Reen. That since you always also happen to be a swordsman, and we should strive to motivate each other. And I'm giving you clear motivations to take me as a possible dating route, if you want this to be your dating simulator anime RPG. Is what they're really saying. We know what you're doing. Can't hide it, Lara. So why'd they call her the Lance Maiden if she used a sword? They talked for a while longer before deciding to walk back into town. At least the person we saw used a sword. I'm guessing that was probably the evil person, though, that we're not going to see for, like, till, like, Cold Steel 4 or something. I mean, they're probably in Cold Steel 3, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Who else can we talk to now? Elliot's almost Link level 5. William's almost Link level 5. Who do I want to push up there? Did that give me a character injury? No, it did not. I'm curious still, so I want to go see if we can do something with Alphen. Not a necessity, but might as well look. Seems like she's got something on her mind. Let's go see what she's thinking about. Everyone's Link levels are doing okay, so I don't mind wasting a bonding point. Couple acquaintances here. Today's mess seems to have attracted more than usual. Looks like it's intended as an occasion to mourn the losses suffered by Keldek. What's her problem? Keep saying but to it. Does she not believe in the church or something? It's okay if you don't, Alphen. Don't turn into Ouroboros. And you're probably fine. Oh, this music again. In light of this, let's offer up our prayers for the people there. May Adios be with them all. Or however they say that. Can't believe they actually arrested Duke Albarea. Not to mention the fact that we've been removed from the Noble Alliance jurisdiction. But why though? I see no reason to accept the Imperial Army when our army is still intact. Duke Albarea certainly has made a muck of things this time. Time and a place for self-pity. Yeah. Yeah, Reen. People are like that. But surely Keldek was partially to blame for what happened too, no? You're all about their belligerent attitude towards Duke Albarea. Yet he was arrested for simply teaching them a lesson. Wow, rude. So it's pretty much we're seeing the other side of the thoughts here. Or at least their misguided thoughts are uninformed. I can't take much more of this. Oh, Princess Alphen's the one that says it. Who dares raise their voice during a holy mass? I can make like of what? How could you make light of what happened, Keldek? Do you genuinely believe that it's none of your concern that Keldek deserved its fate? Is this how you treat your fellow Erebonians? Didn't you realize that putting aside such social labels, this tragedy could have been prevented? I mean, I'm not one to talk. I may have shared the same sentiments as you all, had I continued to live my cozy life in Heimdall. I would have done little other than pity them without making an attempt to truly understand the gravity of the matter. In the end, it would have been just another event on a long list of things to eventually forget. Please, I beg of you, please realize that whether they're noble or commoner, every life matters. The people who suffered in Keldek, who lost their lives because of this war, are no less important than any of us. Each and every one of them had a life of their own, had a future ahead of them until it was ripped away. Anyone in disagreement with Duke's arrest to go see Keldek for themselves. If that's not enough to convince you his arrest was the right thing to do, then by all means bring your complaints to me. Swear on the Arner household that I will listen to every single one of you in earnest. Well, there you go. Princess doing her PR. Oh no. Then my controller decides to not work. There we go. How embarrassing it is to act out like that during a holy mass. I'm sure my brother would have been able to handle that situation much better. Yeah, he would have handled it in his own way. So now we're just giving her a pep talk, saying she did the right thing. Told people not to be idiots. Uh-oh, Reen's going in for the harem attack. We didn't fully seduce Alphen. We just need to seal her fate. Sure, when this worm comes to an end, your words will be able to reach even more people too. Till then, all we can do is keep fighting. Well then. Yeah, Alphen's link up. For whatever it does. I guess we have to use her again at some point, because she's getting abilities. So, actually, when we save Elise, she might come with us or something in the party. Could do something like that. I wish they let me see the other link levels, though. Like, why can't I switch to something else to see, like, Tewa's and Alphen's on this list? Weird. I do want to talk to Eustace. I think that'd be fine to do, to see his. Same time, who else could I spend points on? Kinda curious what else Milliam might have to say, but same time, not sure if she'd have anything important. Also kinda curious about Emma. And I want to see what else we can make Elise get. So I guess we'll do Elise, Emma, and Eustace. Last ones. I don't know why I skipped over that. It's just all a recap for the first part, so I just want to get to the juicy stuff. The pickled Reen. Maybe not that typical, you're usually not this sharp, but you're right. Then you're bringing up, let me ask you a favor. What favor are we doing?
I do not understand the question.
Oh. Her face didn't get to SS it in time.
I request clarification.
Why is Valmar?
You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible?
I'm surprised we're getting voice acting for this.
I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Reen does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
I think I've seen this part when I was looking for thumbnails before. There's like a whole bunch of screenshots for this.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my Awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
It's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar.
That sounds weird.
Can you let her inside then?
I don't need to operate
As you wish.
They're both going in? Because it's anime, Valmar's like, don't worry, Reen, I got your back. I'm your wingsuit, so to speak.
Oh, what? What?
Valimar, did you really have to pick this position?
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I'm afraid there was not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while.
See? Valmar knows.
It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Screenshot? No reason.
Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
That screenshot not work? See it come up?
This is what Valimar looks like on the inside, huh?
It's on Google. Actually, was it not working? Huh, weird. Let me just check something. Screenshot thing should be up. I didn't see it pop up. Might be because I'm streaming that it doesn't do it. Oh well.
It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you fought with Valimar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now.
Yep.
Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here.
Because it's one of those parts where they're in the moment you're fighting. You don't really get to look at the cockpit much. If I can say words. But yeah.
Celine and Valimar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way.
Well, why don't you get soldats?
But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines.
Seriously, just make a soldat. We have so many body parts and stuff. Just put more soldats on here. Just bring 2 soldats, have party of 3,
and
3 giant
to be
robots fighting.
honest,
Fine.
It's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
Oh. So that's why you wanted to see what Valimar looked like on the inside?
Going inside him would be a quiet place to study? Maybe?
Yeah. I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this?
Why is she tearing up for it?
Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart and lend me your aid.
Always, Reen. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay?
What else would he do in here?
You're really important to all of us. But especially to me, so...
Elisa...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Valimar, quick. Block him. Your heart is highly elevated.
What is it, Valimar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is our I recommend rest and a medical examination.
I call that.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing great.
Reen's gonna have a have a stern talking with Valimar later.
Yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valimar.
Did I just do this blocking move I heard about? Taking a moment to unfluster themselves, Reen and Alyssa disembarked from Valimar. Not while feeling slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back to Berhard. Oh wow, it goes even past level 6? Is level... No wait, it didn't say next. So it lets it go up all the way. The experience meter can go up more. Huh. Did we not get a character entry for that either, too? Weird. It seems like something they would give one for. Either way. I would like to finish those other episodes, but I think we'll be fine there for now. Probably shouldn't save it over that one. Oh well. Either way, we're gonna end it up here. I took a SS Alyssa's and so friend zoning even friend zoning, right? Not really friend zoning. Just bracing herself because it's an awkward position. You gotta think that it's like an orb cockpit thing, so it's more like keeping yourself from falling also. But yeah, I guess she could have just held on to Reen too. But I don't know if that would just made them both slip off. I don't know how that works. But yeah. We're good now, so for anyone who dropped by, thank you guys for watching all that. All of our anime shenanigans and all our boss battlings and all that. We'll be back tomorrow with more Cold Steel and get through the last of these bonding points and see if I missed any books too. I'm pretty sure I missed a few, but I'll have to look back at my list to make sure which ones I missed. But we'll get all that stuff in the next one. So until then, guys, hope you all have a good Sunday. See you later.